Oh, hi! I didn't see you there. Welcome to a new video. Dude, why did we sit so weird on every... Look at this. Now I just went into depression. How did that happen, dude? I don't know. But subscribe and post notifications from the bell, make it go ding. It's gonna notify you every future upload, dude. If you're new here, welcome to the diner. Brooks Diner, that is. Our go-to spot for eating food for free because no one is ever here. So I just grabbed me a plate and then, boom, we got food. It's pretty nice, I ain't gonna lie. Open 24/7 too. Come get yours today. Anyways, guys, today we are talking about the biggest mystery, a shocking mystery, one that's going to surprise everyone. And when I mention this, you're never gonna believe it at all. This has been crazy. The secret update in Brookhaven. Nothing but secrets, a portal that is unknown where it takes you. This update has been phenomenal. And I believe there's another one cooking up maybe Friday, but you didn't hear it from me. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It depends on how Wolfpack feels. Look at these lines, dude. They're energy crystals waiting to beam at us. Yeah, so basically, speaking of energy crystals, of course, we got the energy pyramid that we can pick up. We've got the energy crystals that we can find to activate all 7 and gain the power of Mr. Brookhaven. Notes left by Mr. Brookhaven himself, directed towards Madison. We follow alongside that storyline to get an interesting resolve. But Mr. Brookhaven having to flee after being completely captured from the agency, it gets crazy. And it's so nuts to know that the biggest mystery in Brookhaven is about Mr. Brookhaven himself and where his disappearance and this agency has all been leading towards. The agency is so corrupt and so intricate and so advanced in deceiving tactics in ways that they can create free agents. We have been unknowingly helping the agency throughout this latest update, this secret update. We've been helping the agency and maybe going against Mr. Brookhaven's plan. These carbon blocks are definitely corrupted with agency juice all over them. And it's interesting to see the two sides of the story. And what I mean, as we step outside and breathe some fresh air, the good Brookhaven air. It doesn't get much better at 11 p.m., let me tell you. Anyway, so let's proceed forward. Let me get into my vehicle of choice here. I own all these. I bought them all. Don't worry about it. I'm getting into this. Look how fancy I am. I feel fancy. Now, you want to see something crazy? A little fact before we get too far into this, guys. Look, okay, look at the light. Okay. You see how that lights up? It's way better. Dude, the flashlight is way better. Hold a flashlight when you're driving, and it will light up the road 100 times better than your spotlight. You know how I compare it, guys? Okay, so the actual light on your car is just like that, right? But if you whip out the flashlight, it's a spotlight. You know how most vehicles have spotlights as well? It's basically your spotlight, okay? And I'm honestly, still to this day, I cannot believe that the flashlight is better than your car's light. Dude, it's weird. Anyways, let me go ahead and change the speed on this. I need about 75 to give me little goose. All right, so let's go ahead and turn around here. Look at my car. I thought, I might take this thing to the auto shop, get it upgraded and customized. Los Santos. I mean, it's the auto shop. There's really, it's sports and luxury cars auto shop. You know, they brand themselves as if they are something. They don't have much of a branding, actually. The auto shop is literally called auto shop. You would think it would be. I guess the auto shop is probably Rotten Robbie's auto shop because Rotten Robbie has a car wash and they got the gas station kind of set up here. I don't know who Rotten Robbie really is, but I'm sure he's rotten. And we know the rotten is what the green men and people are in Brookhaven. For those that don't know, that little green man, he's just known as the rotten. So I guess kind of borderline zombies, perhaps a creation from the corrupted agency and their horrible experiments. And what I mean by that is, guys, we're going to be looking at some documents here in a second that showcase the experimentation and documented some of the corruption that the agency was doing on its own agents. It is nuts, dude. But anyways, let's hop out here. But yeah, we got the auto shop here, sports and luxury cars. You know, I might just sell my car right now, dude. I'm gonna sell my car. I don't want it. All right, I'm selling my car to the auto shop here, dude. You can have it, auto shop. All right, maybe somebody else will want it. Boom. Car for sale right here. Sports and luxury car as I back up the rear bumper, dude. All right, there it is, dude. A car for sale. All right, take my money now. Dude, give me. There's nobody here. We'll fix you right. You ain't fixing nobody. All right, so let's go ahead and head to a house. The reason why I want to go to the house, guys. Ooh, I still got some food. Might eat that later. All right, so yeah, the reason why I want to go to the house is because I want to go to a. Shut up, I sold that. You don't know what you're talking about. All right, so I want to go to the house because I want to show you guys this documentation that I'm talking about. It's very, very surprising. All right, so let's spawn in here and let's go to the military home. The military home has tons of secrets, and it's also seen in the movie that Mr. Brookhaven gets arrested in this home in the basement. He's locked up in the cage, and it's kind of crazy, not gonna lie. So if we jump down here, we can see the jail cell that they kept Mr. Brookhaven in, from which he teleported out of to safety. You can see it in the movies. I'm talking about reference from the movies. It's a movie code. I think it's the one in the police station in the attic. All right, but that's not what we're here for. Let's go here and let's get behind the wall, which is right over here. And then we want to get over here and get behind this wall as well. Let me get myself in there. I might need to shrink myself for this, or just make it a bit more easier on myself if I do that. Yeah, there we go. All right, so right here we have a note on the ground by an officer. Okay, so, Dear General, after visiting the hospital and witnessing the agency's practices, the medical team and I have chosen to resign. Please consider doing the same. Medical Officer Advent. Now, I imagine he maybe worked at like the hospital. He was a medical officer that was closely tied with the agency, but he visited that little thing the agency had going on in the hospital on the second floor. This is early times, early documentation, but he visited that. He's seen what the agency was doing with their experiments, guys. There was an experimental chair. There was a surgery. They were doing these corrupt things that were just not humane and hidden away from the public. Now, ideally, I guess that's why they did it. They hid this completely from the public of Brookhaven, so no one would really know the true practices on what they're doing or what they're trying to advance with, or what trade they may be making with who knows what energy sources or entities out there the agency has connection to, now creating the Rotten, which appears to be a zombie-like creature or a zombie-like citizen that doesn't have much response. We see that in the tube. We call him the alien, the green man, the Rotten, as you could be. So furthermore, kind of side with this idea of what they're called, the Rotten. So let's go ahead and hop up in here on our bike again, guys. I'm riding a bike as a little kid, dude. Don't even worry. But anyways, the further the idea of why we can confirm that these things are called the Rotten is if we come here, we see Chief Rotten himself. Okay, so let me go ahead, reset my character here, and then let's look here. Chief Rotten. He appears to have worked at the police station, and he is now completely rotten. He was wanted for the Brookhaven jail. Chief Rotten, you could tell he has a police outfit on, and he is just there, dude. He's there. He's green. An agency experiment done correct? Is that what they were trying to achieve? Is that what they were trying to do? I'm not sure. Right over here, we have Poison Ivy. She kind of looks like the creepy doll, you know? Heatwave, Queen Cobra, and then Sparkplug, and then Moonstar. Now, I actually have seen Sparkplug around in some Brookhaven lobbies. I don't know what that was about, but Moonstar definitely looks to be connected to space travel and the space house. I don't know if that's the alien you let loose, you let Moonstar out, I'm not sure, but we're really talking about the Rotten here and what that may be. So, where do we go from here, and what does all this mean? The agency's corrupted, and the biggest mystery of that, and us helping the agency craft their own portal. Where does that portal take us? Well, that's a question for another day, but it is interesting that we have been doing unknowing work for the agency, and it just keeps getting weird, guys. Remember the glitch here? If you go under here and you press this button, let's see if we can right now. Has anybody activated it? No, nobody's activated the steps yet, but if you press that button, you come over here, goo drops down. Now, an interesting thing that I thought I should note and add to this video, when me and my buddy Darcif were investigating the surgical table, at one point in time, I was laying in the table and I believe, or he was laying in the table, and I pressed the surgical knife down below. It apparently made an unknowing noise that Darcif picked up, but we couldn't quite pinpoint exactly what it was, so there could be something more significant here at the surgical table that we should be keeping an eye on. I don't know if this syringe of green ooze needs to be injected into us, but it is here, and you can actually act like you're putting that in someone. So, I don't know, dude. Maybe we can turn ourselves into the Rotten. Wouldn't it be crazy if we could use the green syringe and turn ourselves green, and then doing so allowed us to go through the portal or something? I don't know. I mean, that's all the possibility, right? And let's take note that this guy actually escaped Halloween of 2021. There was instances where the goose was dripping all throughout the thing here, and he would spawn in different locations around all of here, just like a horrible accident that he was getting just experimented on. I don't know, agency, you're corrupt, and I don't want to side with you because you're doing inhumane things and doing things that is not justified or right. And if it ever got brought to light, humanity would let you know. So, with that aside, though, guys, I don't know. It's crazy, and I call it the biggest mystery in all of Brookhaven. What do you think? Let me know. But we've only just begun on this mystery, and I have something insane that I got to talk to you guys about tomorrow. So please do say subscribe. Get your cats, animals, dogs, guys. Let's crush the likes on this video, blow it to the moon, and I will see you all in the next one.